Good morning, everyone. We step into a wonderful morning, a wonderful new beginning. Breathe in and breathe out. Sit with your spine erect. Rest of the body loose and relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Move your neck a few times. Relax your face muscles. We start with deep breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. And today, keep your palms above the navel. It's called the solar plexus. The Manipura Chakra. Let's energize and activate this chakra today. The breathing today is alternate nostril breathing, or what we call as the Sukha Pranayama. Keep your thumb on your right nostril, blocking your right nostril, and exhale from your left nostril. Inhale again from your left. Hold the other fingers and block the left nostril. Now both your nostrils are blocked. Hold and now exhale by releasing the right nostril. Inhale from the right. Hold. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Hold. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Hold. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left, hold, exhale from the right. Inhale from the right, hold, exhale from the left. Inhale from the left, hold, exhale from the right. Inhale from the right, hold, exhale from the left. Exhale fully. After you finish the alternate nostril breathing, you will realize that you're able to breathe with both your nostrils. Otherwise, one would be activated and the other may not be. When you breathe from the both the nostrils, you are energized. Okay, you may do this many times during the day. Whenever you feel like, you can sit down calmly and do this. Take a deep breath, breathe in and breathe out. Focus on your breathing. Let thoughts come, let them go. Keep your focus, your attention on your breath. experience your body. Observe this body through your being. As if this body is taking a nice walk and going through with your bare feet through the forests, dried leaves, and sometimes thorns, the hard ground. The feet get used to this walk. The body gets used to the climate. Sometimes perspiring, sometimes cold. And now this being is watching this body walk out of this forest onto beautiful grass, all shades of green, lightly wet. The feet find it so comfortable now. The earth feels soft and compassionate. The feet rejoice. This cool feeling and starts lightly dancing along with the grass. Soon the scenery changes and this being watches this body walk into sand. The sand is hot and scorching. The feet troubled once again by the scorching heat and sometimes some of the shells poking. The being watches the torment that the feet is going through, walking through this hot sand. Slowly the feet continue the journey, sometimes jumping on one foot to avoid the heat, and sometimes running. And as the feet run unconsciously towards the ocean, in search of the cool water that the ocean provides, the being watches the feet dip into the cool water of the ocean. What a relief! Beautiful blue green water, cold and beautiful for the feet to feel. And as the feet feel calm and wonderful, with a touch of the water. The arms are thrown wide open and the eyes and the face show the beauty of the sunshine. The feet just keep standing there for a bit and realize that as the water recedes, as the waves recede back into the ocean, the ground below is disappearing. The body becomes unstable and the feet need to regain control. The being notices this journey of the feet and smiles through all these emotions. What a play, what a play, what a drama, what a beauty. And as the feet walk back from the ocean to the security of the shoes that protect it from all these variations of nature, it feels secure, comfortable, comforted in the knowledge that there is a shield around it, a kavach of the socks and the shoes. Now the feet are ready to run on any ground, so confident. The shoe is only the shield which we have created. But the feet get lost in the comfort of the shoes. And the being watches and smiles because it knows that when it's time to remove the shoes, the feet will complain again. Bring your consciousness back into your breathing. Bring your palms together in a namaste. Bow down to yourself, bow down to the universe. And slowly open your eyes. Sit comfortably and let's welcome today the energy of emotion, the solar plexus, the seat of all emotion, and converting energy and emotion into wisdom and power, the seat of power. The solar plexus is the place where we store every single emotion and process. We hear this often, I cannot stomach this, when it is unbearable, or when we are in fear. We almost instinctively put our hands around our stomach. Whether it's grief or any intense emotion, you literally feel it in your stomach. Solar plexus needs to be cleansed continuously. Even if the mind has dropped something, the body stores it here. And if that's the weak link in your body, this is the reason for many, many imbalances. Remember, between the hara and the solar plexus, all the necessary organs which help in digestion, which help in cleansing, which help in reducing the toxins in the body, every organ, processing food, everything, all organs are situated between hara and solar plexus, between these two chakras. And so it's common to face acidity and stomach upsets and all related imbalances if we are impacted emotionally. If we take care of sorting our stories, our memories on one side and emotions on the other, this chakra can be taken care of. Easier said than done. Almost every memory goes through or is attached to an emotion. So while we can technically, logically think through in the mind and say drop, drop, drop and drop some memories, the emotions that we remember through these memories, they kick up every once in a while. And every time an emotion kicks up, the body responds as if it was the first time this story was happening. So the body reacts in the same way that it reacted the first time we went through this experience. So I read somewhere that we experience something only once, but the story that's recorded in our mind keeps playing more than thousands of times. And that's really the reason why how we store a story is very, very important. What is the story we keep repeating? Can we convert our stories into learnings instead of repeating the emotions of grief, anger, pride, jealousy, ego? Can we move on to stories that energize us? Can we focus on what we learned from this experience and not sink into sorrow every time we think about a story? Today's color is yellow, bright yellow, and all shades of yellow. So experiment as usual. I am so happy with the amount of orange that I saw yesterday in the group. It was so beautiful. Amazing, amazing. The creativity with which orange was depicted, whether it was in food, whether it was the flowers, whether it was, my God, amazing. Today let's play with yellow. Yesterday some of you wrote to me about how you treated the Annamaya Kosha, the food sheath, with orange. Whether it was papaya or whether it was oranges, or fantastic. I mean, so beautiful and so creative. Please go ahead and play with yellow today. Enjoy this fascinating journey of the solar plexus today, the emotional quotient of up and down and everything. And let's develop intelligence out of it, Let's talk about emotional intelligence today. It's very simple. It's understanding your emotions and then managing it. Just able to understand is far, far superior human being, so to say. If you can see your being, observing your body and your mind, fantastic things can happen. So just to recap today, the story of the feet and the being observing the feet walking through life. Metaphorically, just going through all the difficulties, the trials, the tribulations, knowing that the next step that we keep, we do not know which kind of earth we are going to find under our feet. Just being open for that and saying, let me see. And understand that the shoes we wear are but a shield. It may go away anytime. It's fine. So please breathe in and out with this thought today. Observe yourself. Walk lightly on this earth. Drop the baggages. Not worth it. Not worth carrying anything with you. And drop the emotion from the story. When I keep saying drop, you say, what do I drop? Say, drop the emotion from the story. Drop it. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. And feel light, energized, and wonderful. A story to end the day. There was this father who was getting old, and he called his two sons, gave the elder son everything, all his riches, his house and everything, called the younger son and gave him 2 rings. One ring was a diamond and another ring was a metal, a very thin metal ring. And he told the younger son, "My son, please choose between these 2 rings. This is all that you will get from me." The elder son, after having received all the riches and everything that the father owned, still had an eye on the diamond ring. He looked at the younger one and said, "What are you going to do with this ring? Let me have it." And so he took it away. And the younger one was left with this thin metal ring. The father smiled and told the younger son, "With all my blessings, please take this ring and go to where your destiny calls you." The son bowed to the father and said, "Thank you." As days went by, the father passed away and the younger one moved away because he did not own anything in that village. He just started walking. And the only thing he carried with him was this ring. He sat there under the tree on the banks of a river, very hungry, didn't have anything to eat. Went and dipped his feet in the water, took some water, cleared it, drank it, and just lied down under the tree. He slept off. Woke up and found this metal ring in his finger shining, because the sun was shining on the ring. And he saw the ring. Something was written in it. He said, "Wow, let me see what this is." And it was written, "This too shall pass." He smiled to himself and said, "Yes, this too shall pass." He walked up and around the city where he was roaming around, just went to a shop. He had no money, so he requested. He said, "Sir, can you please give me some tea?" The man said, "Sure, you look like a young man who has a lot of strength. If you arrange my shop in the next few minutes, I shall give you some tea." This young man went, cleaned up everything, arranged the shop for him, and the shopkeeper was really happy. He not only gave him tea, he gave him some food to eat. The young man ate the food, drank the tea, washed his hands, and saw the ring. "This too shall pass." The young man started walking. The shopkeeper called him back and said, "Hey, look, there's some food inside, but there's work to do. We've got to make packets, 500 packets for tomorrow. Are you ready to do the work?" Young man said, "Yes, what have I got to lose? I have the time and I don't have anything else to do." So he walked in and he did everything that this shopkeeper asked him to do. Fantastic. He finished the work, had the food to eat, and he was going to walk away when the shopkeeper said, "Why don't you sleep here? There's enough place." Go ahead. So he lied down, saw the ring. This too shall pass. And so his life moved on. The shopkeeper died, his daughter grew up, this man married the daughter, he set up a big shop, he became famous, earned a lot of money and a lot of riches and everything, but he always washed his hands, looked at the ring and said, "This too shall pass." One day, a very, very beaten, difficult to see kind of person. I mean, he was so badly beaten up, torn clothes, dust all over him. Came to the shop, just sat outside and begged for some water. The shopkeeper ran outside. "Who is this?" "Who?" "This is my older brother." He went to him, took care of him, washed him, gave him some clothes, made him sit down, gave him some food, and said, "What happened to you?" That time the brother realized, "Oh, this is my younger one. Wow, you have grown so much. What is the secret of your success?" He smiled and he said, "My father's gift." "What? Father gave everything to me. He didn't give anything to you. He gave you one small little metal ring. Nothing else." He smiled and he said, "That ring had the message that has carried me through life. This too shall pass. This too shall pass." Whether it's the highs and the lows of life, whether it's the emotions of grief, sadness, anger, disgust, fear, everything shall pass. Every experience passes. Every emotion passes. And all this is processed in our solar plexus, which is why today we cleanse, purify, protect, and energize our solar plexus. I have used this story so many times for my students, for myself, of course, so many times. But so many people have benefited from this story. Please go ahead and remind yourself, this too shall pass. Live intensely in this moment. Also knowing that this moment is going to pass. Have a wonderful day. Keep writing. I still remind you again about the journal. Please write your journal. And when you're writing your journal, please write your experiences, your emotions. And today is the day when you can actually pour out your emotions. And write what you're feeling, whatever it is. If it's anxiety, if it is fear, if it is sorrow, if it is deep grief, if it is joy, if it is humility, whatever you feel, please write. Please put it into words. And feel these intense emotions and then let them go. Have a wonderful day. Lots of love.